Alright, today we're playing a map sent to me by a viewer. It is a 4-minute long Speedtech map called Florentis Internitus, and it looks stunning. Must have taken several months of work. The author time is a 4 minutes 44, and the world record is a 4:38, and I'm gonna try to beat both. Let's see how this goes. Now, the viewer who sent this to me was the mapper, Sam, and he said he built it as a lobby map for a cup called the Alamo Cup. But I thought, you know, this map deserves to be played not just as a warm-up, as a waiting map. We need to see if we can actually optimize this. So I'm gonna go through my first run right now, and oh no. Oh no, I can already picture the comments. Wirtual, how could you forget to put on the green timer? Okay, 1 second. I just want you guys to know you are literal addicts to this thing. There it is. I hope the video is watchable now. Let's continue discovering this. So, I get sent a lot of maps, and please keep sending me maps in Discord. I find it really fun to see what people are making, and, you know, just me playing someone's map can really make their day, which is awesome. But the reason I was drawn to this one is I rarely get to play maps that are this long. Whenever you play Cup of the Day, you're limited to 45 seconds. You play random map challenge, maps can maximum be 3 minutes long. If you play any other format, there's very rarely maps that are endurance based, and this one is. And I think it can highlight a few cool things, which is how to memorize. How do you memorize 5 minutes of intense non-stop driving? That is one thing. It can kind of teach you how to crash less and be more consistent, because if you're gonna survive 5 minute straights, you cannot take the same risks as on a short map. And generally, I think it can just be a lot of fun, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to make it educational for you guys, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two about how you can be more consistent in Trackmania. The map is also gonna be in the description if you want to give it a shot yourself and see how you do. I think most people can already beat my discovery run here as touching water before plastic. It's literally a death sentence. Driving wet plastic here. That's not something you want. But that seems nice. So far, very playable, and you have a lot of room. I think often mappers are so... Like, this is one thing for mappers too, by the way. If you like building maps and you want to build what people consider good maps, I give a little bit more space than what you think the player needs. Mappers are very familiar with their own route, and so you think something needs to happen all the time. Like you go from a left turn instantly into a right turn, for example. Because you know the turns beforehand. But if you place like one more block, a player who plays it for the first time will then have time to react to what's going on. And that just feels a bit nicer. Like you're not getting blindsided by a turn or a pillar. Stuff like that. So I'm having very little issues discovering this right now. And I'm liking it. But if it's, let's say, this easy to survive in a first run, then I think the records are going to be pretty optimized. Specifically that world record by Matrix. Jump here, nice text, plus an arrow. And we're just going to follow and trust the arrows. Did not see that this curves this way. That works. And now ice, okay. One more ice slide. Here you can even do an ice speed slide. And try to explain how that works too. Now you have icy tires, so these drifts are gonna be a little bit sharper. I love this. I wish there was some form of competition, like, on maps like this. Can you imagine a knockout tournament on an endurance map like this? It wouldn't work with the Cup of the Day format. It would not work with the Cup of the Day format, because you play 20 rounds of 5 minutes, that's gonna take a long time. And most people don't have that much time to commit for something like this. But what if you had a format where like the slowest players after, let's say, 10 checkpoints driven got knocked out, and then the slowest after 20 and so on? And so you eliminate more players per round. I don't know. I am waffling. But I'm also at the same time right now just trying to process the map. And I'm gonna give you guys some tips on how you can more easily remember maps. One thing is to erase your vision. If you're looking down at the car, it's very hard to see what's up ahead, so try to look far ahead, even on your first couple of runs, because your car is always going to be in the middle of your screen. And plan out the turns. And that will also help with visual memory, but another thing is to remember the track in certain parts. And I'll explain what I mean by that, but you don't need to remember an entire map at once. You only need to, in this corner, know what the next thing coming up is. And so the way I learn maps like this is I try to just, okay, when I see this, I know that is coming up ahead. If I see A, I know I have to do B. Very simplified, my way of thinking about it. But right now I'm obviously going to be a little bit off with every corner on drifts, on brake timings, on ice slides. But I got a silver medal in my first run. And now we can look to optimize this. So first jump, I want to reduce air time because this next part is full speed. Going onto the dirt. I'm going to try to get a small speed slide here and then get on the inside of the sausage turn. Also getting this wrong. Currently doing worse than my first one. I did actually jump over this engine off, which evidently gains time, so that's something I want to keep doing. Now here I didn't know where this turn was leading, so I got a little bit less exit speed through it. But now we know. Platform down here, no wall banks allowed due to the fragile. And I carry a bit more speed. Into the bobsleigh, and we're to enter this here already. Keep grip. Small speed slide on the exit, and oh, that's a nice jump because now you land down here. But I did lose the gear. And here I kept it this time. Last time I lost it. But I think the wet plastic part, which is soon here, will be the one where I can get the most. Oh, okay, I'm gonna need one more run to remember that. Oops. The first ice slide here. And so, on ice now, people are no longer just ice sliding anymore. You're aiming for a specific angle, and maybe the best always were, but I wasn't, and I could get Division 1 on Ice Cup of the Days without knowing this, so it's not something that's too widespread knowledge, I think, but there's certain ice slide angles that accelerate more than others. And the one you want is the speed slide angle, where you're not 90 degrees, but you're almost there. In the next ice part, I'll try to show it properly. And it gains so much speed when you get it right. But I really like this. It's, oh, this was the sharp one. Yeah, still not getting the drift right. That's very sharp, but we're at 13 seconds ahead. Right side of this to speed slide into this part. And then I hit a gear there. Something to watch out for next one. And then right side of this. Could try to get a little bit more speed on this cruise control as it's such a long part. Yeah, I lost a bit there with... And then here, for the engine off, I want to snap into a nose slide at the earliest possible time, keeping around 200. Maybe a bit more. But this is where the next... No, not yet. Soon, the next ice part is coming up. So memory is not flawless, but I avoided crashing big time here. So this is the speed slide angle. And if you hold that while not eating gears in the middle, then you gain a lot of time. And some people are working on an open planet plugin that will demonstrate this in practice. Sort of like plugins that show you the best speed slide angle, but you obviously shouldn't use those when competing for records. But when practicing, I think that's fine. And great, honestly. Because we're all gonna get better at the game that way. Knowing this full speed, I'm taking a little bit more risks here. Jumping into this drift, and then following this up with a neo slide in the uphill. And then I can full speed onto this platform. Trying not to eat the gear here. I had a friend ask me, who somewhat casually follows Trackmania, and they were asking in a conversation, and it was like, what are gears? Why do they matter? Why do I hear so much about them when Trackmania players talk about them? And it's very hard to see when you're first starting playing, because, I mean, you have more than enough to think about just staying away from the walls and activating a drift. But when that sort of stuff becomes autonomous, when you just do that without thinking almost, that's when you can start thinking about what gear you're driving in and how you can gain time by making sure you're staying in the highest possible gear. There's very few instances in Trackmania where you don't want the car to change gears, and it changes automatically. So when I hit 341 speed here, I get gear 5. That's a very well-known number on road. And when I'm in gear 5, I accelerate much faster than in gear 4. So I want to get there as soon as possible in a lot of places. Or 4th gear. Second run around, my PB. 451 now. So now I'm going to try to optimize even more small things. The start of this PB was not particularly good because I didn't full speed through here. And you can already see how much this gains, although I didn't skip the engine off, but maybe not the worst thing. But the biggest impact you'll find from gears is the difference between being in 4th gear and 3rd gear. Both on dirt and grass. If you're in 4th gear, that means you can speed slide. And that's over 230 speed to get there. 236. So now I got gear 4. And then it's over 200 to keep it. So as long as I drive on dirt with over 200, I keep gear 4. And anytime the car's in a sliding state, it kind of gains speed. The less you slide, the better. So now remember this jump too. That's going to save a lot before this ice entry. Where I'm going to try... I'm over-angling. This is not a speed slide. But still, you can see I've gained 2 seconds here. Oh, bad drift, because I didn't get the right entry there. The water part. Don't want to get airtime. Almost flew. Well, that airtime is a little scary. No. I'm not going to reset this. I could still improve here. Maybe I keep going with this for one more practice run, because I am still ahead. Is another very important thing, by the way. Every run you drive in Trackmania is not going to be a PB. If you're trying to learn a long map, like EO5 Endurance, the 1 hour map in TMNF. If you're trying to get that last autumn level, and you keep resetting runs early on, it'll be so much harder. You kind of have to just accept that, you know, some runs you're just gonna need that practice. Get a bit more consistent. So although this is not gonna world record instantly, gonna take this as a learning opportunity. Kept way more speed here. And then, so curious if I can... No, this is slow. I'm again snapping a bit late here into that no slide. With engine off, not sliding is better. That's why I do a no slide there. Right side here, full speed, be brave. And then the other ice slide. Oh, better entry. Speed slide. This is beautiful. Yeah, I gained 1 second in that ice slide. And then I missed here, but this is not turning out all that bad apart from that one crash. Getting close to the olive medal. I don't know if I can actually get it here. Way more speed possible on that engine off. That's something I would have not known. And had a feeling for if I didn't continue. And now it goes into the auto slide here, landing in a drift. Neo slide up the hill, followed by a right turn. And then the dirt, that curves a little bit weird. We're trying not to gear up mid-turn, because that loses speed, but it happened. What can you do? Can't really avoid this airtime, so just trying to make the most of it. Landing in a way that I can continue with speed here. maybe a little passive on this turn here. Oh, I think my PB might have touched there, because I almost did now. And I got flashbacks. My PB did not. This was also a bad gear shift. I went up to 5th and then down to 4th again. And the gear shift basically just cost me time. Since I couldn't hold on to it. And then here I had an idea. I kind of want to respawn it. I think driving on the outside there will be better. It looks counterintuitive. Drive on the very outer part of the track. But it's where it is the steepest, and so the turn will help me get through it with more speed. Up there. And then, wow. You can risk a lot in the ending. 449? Some crashes still. 11 seconds from world record after 3 runs played. But, better understanding of the track. So now, I think we're ready to try to go up against this Matrix record. Just for one, gotta try to skip this engine off. And I gained 20 speed just from that. Nice. Oh, and look at that. Wow, 40 more speed through here. It's a little risky, I'll admit. It worked out. Okay, 0.4 gained. You know, there's a map like this that is being worked on right now by trackmania streamer SB Villa. The map is called Core, and it is 20 minutes of driving long. And I think the route is completed. He's worked on it for about 500 hours. And it is basically kind of like this, but just built into sections. So you'll have an ice section, you have a dirt section, etc. Instead of just mixing back and forth. And I might want to play that when that comes out. It's a very unique type map in this game. Okay, so I got more speed through here. Now the air time. How do we combat that? Okay, I guess just here, and then I think the crash I had in my previous run here was about 2 seconds worth. Yeah, minus 3.4. And then... oh, that is beautiful. Minus 420. Ah, not the line, but what can you do? Keep going. That I might want to release to save 4th gear. Awesome, Peter, this is the cruise control. No. 203 here versus 237 is about a 2-second time loss, I think. Yeah, one at least. Kept more speed here. I try to find out the angle to land in this downhill. If I go up close to the pillars there, I also get a better line through here. Stay low so I can get this inside ice slide line. Speed. Slide. And this was bad in PB. If I land into this downhill, it's a lot faster. More speed across this engine off, we know this now. Just how much? Even more. Even more. Probably like 280 is possible. That puts us at 4.4 seconds ahead. Still some time to gain here with the auto slide. Into neo slide. Dirt part with a little bit awkward gear up. Okay, the jump that you just get airtime, but you try to make the most of it. And here I have more speed than the previous. This is the corner I thought I crashed. And if you hear me repeating a lot of things that I just said, it's because this is kind of how I memorize sections. I sort of give them names in my head when playing, and then I know that they're coming up just based on that, what I remember when I see them. And this is the turn I'm gonna try the dirt outside line on. Not quite, but almost. That makes it a little bit more scary, but 6.4, although it's not a great comparison since I crashed previously. Jump up here early. Risk this drift a bit. And auto slide, jump on booster. That is the altar medal and 4th place. Still a little bit to go for world record, but we're getting there. Also, can I just say how unsatisfying it is that the author time is 4:44.43? Like, that is so close to being so satisfying. And it just hurts to look at. They definitely could have could have modified that to be 1/100th slower. Keep more speed here. Unusual. Crashed. But now I think I know all the turns. I don't know if a turn can catch me off guard anymore. So now it's about the way you should try to play these maps to get a good time, which is to be very consistent. And that means recognizing your pace and how much you really need to risk. So for a 4:38, I probably don't need a perfect drift here. And this is still early into the map. But later on, stuff like that matters too. Really good drift here to make up for it. Also landing in the downhill, which is plus speed before bobsleigh. Bobsleigh to snowball speed, so we're gonna increase our lead. I could actually... Ooh. Small strategy I spotted here. I can release on that jump to land in the dirt hill earlier, and then get 4th gear earlier. Which will gain me time. Aim a little bit to the left of the pillar. And onto the first ice part. Half a second ahead. This is a very sharp corner, I keep forgetting. But it's almost like here. Keep more speed onto this if I can survive. Gain 0.3 only, not the full 4 seconds that I'm looking for. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, okay. You're getting risky now. Still haven't crashed though. This is the one I had a bad line on. You can exit already here almost. And then full speed this. Now I have to go here though. Oh, this was a very bad entry onto the cruise control, but I still have 20 more speed than my previous run. Yeah, almost 2 seconds ahead. So I think my strategy here is just to build up a lot of speed, stay on the inside a bit, and now no slide. Staying about 2 seconds ahead. Wanna land a little early there, not there though. The second ice part. Earlier drift here. I could still keep so much more speed. And then down here. More speed onto this. Dare to dream, to risk, to fail. To get more speed. 2.2. Oh, okay. Just hoping that would make it through. Lost speed from the gear change. Oh. Ah, I released even. Oh, this might only be a small PB now. I recognized it could crash there, but I was so tempted to send it to see if it would make it through. A lot of speed onto this. Really nice. And here, now that part I still have wrong in my head. I'm trying to go diagonal to reduce airtime, but it gives me more airtime onto the plastic, so it loses. Left side onto this. And how much can I really get on the outside here? Oh, 300 speed through here is a lot. It's so hard to survive that next part then. But guys, at this point, I think we're ready to fully challenge the world record. I'm gonna complete this. We'll enable the world record ghost, and we'll see if we can take it down. This is a 4:41.6. We're second place. Let's get one more run on this map and see if we can beat it. Matrix from the US with the world record. I'm also gonna disable my PB ghost. Here we go. Also see if we missed any strategies that he might have. Yeah, well, his start is really quick. This is a 4-minute long map, and sometimes you fall a bit behind, that's okay. Not too concerned about that. Yeah, really nice line there too. Alright, decent. Staying within about... I mean, this is almost a second already, but... Here. Let's see, if I tap brake here, and I land on this downhill, I would think that's faster, but maybe it's not. A lot faster. Okay. Next to the pillar. Into the first ice part. Oh, this is very bad. At least a tiny bit better here. Gonna start taking some risks now, because my pace is quickly not gonna be enough. And yeah, we crashed. Okay. So that run was a disaster. So you can actually reduce a little bit of airtime here, like he did, which will help, but not if I can't control the sausage walk after. And he did all that really beautifully. Setting up wide. It's a really nice line by him. Let's see if I can match this. That was good. We're gonna stay at least closer now. But he somehow kept even more speed than this, so... Really refined start. What you'd expect for a world record. It's definitely not over already. There's a lot to this map. Ah, that's too much. Okay. My brake strategy can work, but I have to get that better. Yeah, on the right, and then just a tiny brake tap through here. Alright, let's see it. See if we can put all this together. I just have to not get so distracted by his starting pace, I think. Because ultimately, like, if you're gonna lose a little bit of time across the run, doesn't really matter if it's in the start or in the ending that you lose. It's the overall sum of your segments that matters. And the fact that he has such a quick start speaks of the fact that his ending is worse. So I just need to trust myself in that I'll catch up eventually. I'm not going to try to YOLO the start as much as he does, because then that will just give me less attempts, I think. Different playstyle. It's about survival. So let's let him have the lead for a little bit, and then we'll catch up again. Because yeah, I cannot match that. Maybe if I put ghosts off, it'll be a little bit easier, but it's a very good start by him. Oh, and I see why. It's 5th gear early. That's what he got. Okay, this is a little bit better then. Still not that fast, but better. I wonder if he kept gear 5 onto this platform. Alright, well this is my closest start yet. 0.6 ahead of my own ghost now. And I still believe in this idea, so... Breaking too much. Ah, okay. Almost. Okay, Matrix. Finally, I was out of his start for a split second. And I made a mistake. Okay. Oh. Alright. We are ready to do this. We are ready to do this. It's a 5-minute long race. Shouldn't worry about the first 20 seconds. Take whatever start this is and keep going. Not a bad one for sure. But yeah, small release there, let's go. Down here. Ooh. A little wide. He keeps so much speed through there, it's insane. Nice. Yeah, I mean, he's a maniac for that turn. That is straight up maniac behavior. We'll take this. My best start yet. And I still want to pull off the strategy with the drop down. No, it's either... I either have to just do a small release or a break tap, but I'm doing both. That's why it's not working. Okay. Let him have it. Try to... It's such a hard turn if you want to do it the way he does. Okay. Put name tag off and let's just drive. I think it's a good thing to get used to playing with ghosts off. I used to in the past, but sometimes I find it distracting just to have a ghost you race against. It's also kind of cool. It does feel like more of a competition then. When you're battling a ghost you can see on your screen. Not just splits. It's nice. Just... I think that gained a little bit, even with the worst downhill landing I've ever seen. Oh. I was late for this turn. Okay. Great speed onto the water. A little bit of air. Okay, almost give a second. Ah, almost. So much speed here. I pointed it out a few times now, but the way Matrix does this next turn, it's just so insane. I think he keeps like 290 speed or something when he gets to the ring. Nice. We're at the very start here. I'm not gonna be that close after a drift like that. Just hesitation. I'm also trying to be consistent, you know? See if it pays off in the end. That was nice. That was really nice. Great part. Coming up to the ice. Don't want to go too tight because then you get on the inside edge. Just something like that, straighten. Good speed through here, all good. Yep, set up wide. To the checkpoint without crashing, and then insta-flick here, else we're not going to make it into the loop. That was nice. Oh, I thought I hit the wall. I got a bit blurry vision for a second. I thought I hit. That works. It's hard to concentrate on these long maps for so much just staring. You rarely have time to blink, it feels like. Couldn't get the inside line there, so I'm again gonna have to drive it like this. Not that it's too bad though, but... 237 is a lot. I might get closer to him here. I think I did. This is a lot of speed. Certainly got closer. No. Getting thrown wide. Okay, I'm gonna have to follow him here. Not what I wanted to do. Speed slide. Dirt flick. Decent. Okay, that's good. This is getting tense now. So we are in the end game of this map. A lot of airtime. Yeah, I lost a lot there. But still, we're so close. Okay. Approaching. Try to clutch the end. Oh no, it geared up. I didn't think it would. The shaky landing. Nah. And we pay the price for a small risk. It's still PV though. Is it? This is so low speed for a straight line part. But it might still be PV. It's not. I crashed. I took some risks, I crashed. But yeah, I can definitely see in the middle is where I'm stronger. His start is exceptional. The middle is where I'm gonna make my my push for the record. I think just some of the drifts I risk a little bit more, carry more access speed. And there's also these engine off parts and this cruise control part where I just, yeah, again, carry more speed. But he had this first engine off really, really insane. It's one of the most beautiful turns I've seen, to be honest. I'm gonna have to look at it later in the replay editor. Like, it's obnoxious to try to match that. But that's how it goes. Below. Okay, I'm gonna be slightly ahead, but not for long. So coming up to the Matrix turn. I mean, just look at that. I get smoked every time in this corner. Ah. Oh. A lot of airtime. Well, this is actually a release, I think. It's not a drift. Okay. Gonna try that. Yeah, gain more speed with just releasing the acceleration. Almost. Okay, any one of these should be the one now. It's been about 40 minutes. Taking some runs to learn the track, but at this point, a lot of my attempts have just been at the start of it. Just trying to keep up with Matrix there through these first corners and crashing. If I lock in, I get through the first corners, not losing too much time to him, or perhaps even staying equal, then I will have a great opportunity at this, so. Yeah. Oh, this is historic. We are equal after these corners. And then how does he do it? That's a beautiful start. That's too low. 1 second. Wait, excuse me? I just pressed escape. Did he drive this run with a custom car model? Not only am I getting smoked, this guy's driving with a, is that a NASCAR car? Is this Ross Chastain or what his name was? Saying he pulled his moves from video games? God damn, dude. You know what's crazy is Carl Jr., the 5-time Trackmania world champion, used to play with car skins like this in esport matches, in like tournament matches. And you might think he's trolling, but no, he plays with this camera. This internal camera that where you can't even see the car. And because he doesn't need to really know what his car skin is. So he'll just drive like this on the ground And then his opponents would see like a red Lightning McQueen looking car just crush them, which would have to be so demoralizing in tournaments where opponents were forced to be on. And you can look at old esport VODs and you see this. So, so yeah. Could be a strategy, but wow. Now I definitely have to beat this. The hitbox of that thing looks to be about the... as in, like, the visuals. The hitbox is the same, but... the visual model looks to be about the same as the car. So, it's not like a too outlandish thing to drive with. But still, come on. Come on. Can't lose to that. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the release. At this point, it might be very distracting though to play against the World Record Ghosts. But you know what? We have to go through with it. Just a world record on a, you know, cool endurance map, and you find out the world record's driven like this. Have to honor that. I almost want to put on a troll skin of my own now, but I don't know if I could. I could drive with something weird like that. I like my regular Trackmania car, maybe. That's too boomer of me. But I straight up think that would just make me play worse, no matter what it is. If I played like him. How can you be competitive in that? It's just absurd. So no, he hit that turn with the yellow car. That's so insane to me. Because you cannot modify the skin afterwards. Like, the skin you drive with is what is shown. Try my release strategy here. Yeah, that does gain. Which is cool. So we're a little bit closer. First ice part. I get flung very wide here. Not too happy about that. Okay, I've had starts that are faster than this. We'll have to go with it. It's a nice part, and then... oh. This is a bit bad, still. Try to set up wide and get a nice turn through. There! Oh, I hesitated. Oh. Okay. Nice. Oh, I almost had it. I almost had it like he did. Drifting there is probably going to be easier than what I'm doing. Decent. Get the wide drift. That was good. End up about equal to my best splits here. If I can get a good downhill lane, that'll bring us very close. about as good as you can get that. And now we are very close here. Okay, now this is feeling good. Good. So close here, I'm not sure if that's good for this turn. Really good exit here. Speed onto the water. Didn't really like that though. Hesitate on the drift, and it's not too fast actually. Could have had more through here. Ooh. Oh. Okay. I'm not so sure about the speed here. 233 is fine, but you see he's pulling out. He's pulling ahead. Pulling out. No, he's gaining. Oh no. Alright, anyways. This has potential, guys. Nice line through here. Oh, I hesitated so much. Okay, at least I kept the fourth here. If not, that would be a death sentence for this run. But here there is some opportunity to catch up and take over the lead, although I go too wide. I don't have the speed for it either. What do I hear? Silly mistake. Okay, glad that wasn't the world record run and that is never going up on YouTube. What I just said was unholy for a racing game like this. Oh, okay, come on. The drift's actually faster. Pretty sure. Gone so much back and forth on this, but now I truly think so. That turn, I cannot understand. I cannot even fathom how he did it. Not once have I matched that speed. It's not something to get caught up on, but it is literally a second that I'm losing there. On like my average survival with it. I think what it comes down to is he lands in 5th gear there. That's why he gains so much on the grass afterwards. This is really, really sick by him. Good speed through here. Good landing the bobsleigh too. Yeah, that early strategy is really nice. This part. Okay. Really much so within distance here. Make something happen. I had to panic save that. Ah, this is an awful drift by me. Okay. Nice. Kept great speed here. Oh. I'd already accepted that would crash, but it didn't. Oh, okay. I'm risking too much. This video is supposed to be about how to drive consistent, and I'm just taking these insane risks to try to keep up with a yellow NASCAR car. And I think I would play better without the ghost on, but I want this to be a race, a battle. Yeah, no. Let's do the drift strategy again. I say that, but I don't want to. I want to do the release strategy. Nice. Oh, that's about as good as I've gotten it. Close to hitting the wall there. Did not get the downhill. I was aiming for. Nice. Go into the loop, get that. I can't get the inside line. Isn't too slow though. 246. Should be getting closer to him there. Oh, look at that no slide. Wow, huge time gains from that. Oh, we are running away with this. Matrix had a good start, but now I'm not so sure if he's ever going to be able to catch up. Ooh, nice. That was a bit bad. But it should still be the record. Bar any disasters. Yes, it will. 4:36:20 world record in just a little under an hour. Perhaps actually exactly 1 hour. And we beat Mr. Matrix, but wow. That is honestly quite a strong record. And I haven't seen much from Matrix before, so perhaps an up-and-coming player. This turn that he did? I have to look at this. So wide setup, keeping the back wheel out here, getting close on the apex, and then his exit? Oh. It's so fast. What was his speed? I mean, he kept 290. And do you see how he lands in the 5th gear? This just lets him speed slide with much more onto the grass. So there's still some time to gain. My start was slower. But other than that, really clean in the middle. Like, really, I'm quite happy with this run. From here, I think, even. And through here. This nose slide was beautiful. Here just shows, when you have engine off, I think this is a great example. When you have engine off, not sliding will be faster than sliding on grass. Car accelerates more, so I just gain with that. And then followed up with some clean turns. Nearly choked it in the ending. I don't know if you guys could tell, but there were 2 spots here in the ending that were extremely scary. This one, with the back wheel near the wall, that would have cost me a second at least. And then here, I had to release a lot. Slow down. Could have been a 435 if without that. And then this drift. I should not have spoken here. Look how close this was. Oy. And not even that much speed from it. But world record, and I really enjoy the map, so guys, go give it a shot. See if you like it. Stunning scenery, fun to play, fun to train your consistency at. And we'll see how far the record on this one goes. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye.